In my opinion, the camping story is very flawed. But the games are fun and still hold up well. Maybe not all, but they are still fun. This is me ranking every game in the series, worst to best. Camping 3 is the worst game in the franchise. It's boring. The cannibalism part was unexpected and disgusting, sometimes unfair, and the time length of my video file of this game was half an hour. The others were 20 minutes or below. The reason for this? Some parts can drag out long, like surviving the flu took a long time and the wait before the final battle was long as hell. It also ruins the lore, and the part where we got to escape the cave hurts my eyes because of the shaking. Also, I think that the cannibalism part will get the game infamous for traumatizing children. Which I think it will be funny. The boss battle is cool and the build-up for the monster is unsettling, but due to the flaws that it has, it is less than a 5 out of 10 game. It's not as bad as a 2 out of 10 game, so in my opinion I give it a 4 out of 10. Code Orange. This was a big disappointment. I remember seeing it for the first time and was excited after 3 long years. And I played it and was disappointed. Anyways, moving on to a controversial opinion. Number 4 is Hotel. I know people are gonna be mad at me because I rank this lower than Mansion, but this is my opinion. I respect yours while you respect mine. This game aged horribly. Like seriously, some people can glitch outside of the map because it's poorly made. I can't believe a game I liked in 2019 to 2020 turned into a poorly aged and forgettable camping game. In my opinion, the game is kinda cool. I do not like the parts with the rats. It's like a maze where you take hours to find the exit is. Also, rats can take part of your health. Also, the stairs are annoying if you're not paying attention, and the first part of the game before the monster appears takes quite a bit long. But the pros, the boss battle is cool, the screech the master makes is scary, and the obstacle courses is fun. But what's my ranking? If it was 2019 to 2020 it would have been 8 out of 10 color cyan ranking, but now my ranking is 6 out of 10. Code yellowish green. Good game but aged horribly. Number 3, Mansion. According to some people, Mansion is the worst game in the franchise in their opinion, while I don't think it's that bad. The build-up was cool, making the timeline for a flawed story. The spider part was not good since you can stand on the doorknob and sit there for seconds before the spider part ends. And the library part is annoying unless you played Camping 2. I don't think the part is bad. But do you think people who did not play Camping 2 will survive that part? The driving cars mechanic is cool and the dungeon was very shocking. Also, this is the first game in the timeline. So far a better prequel to Camping. Even though some people do think it's the worst game in the franchise, I think it's better than that.
Stupid Camping 3, that little fun.
I think I'm getting too out of hand. It can be annoying for people who have not or haven't played in a long time Camping 2. While I think this is the easiest game in the series, at least it did not take long or aged like wine. Also, the ending is very confusing like Camping 1. Like seriously, Zach Nolan kills us and that's it. Also, it does not have secret endings, making it not replayable. Also, the TV shows comedic relief, and I think it's a bad idea for horror games. I swear when horror games try to put comedy in the game, it always will not work, because I'm playing it for the challenge and scares, not to laugh at some crappy character name or images. My ranking is high, but due to its flaws I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think this is better than Hotel, and people will get mad, but hey, it's a fun game after all. Number 2 is Camping 2.
I don't think it's funny.
This game is the most fun camping game. Like, no wonder why people think this is the best game in the franchise. Daniel was cool, the hiking is good for the abbey at the end, and Zach Nolan is a great villain. I don't think he's better than Nightmare by design, but he has a greater personality. Anyways, back to the game. The C4 part was cool, so was the first time we see Zach Nolan. Also, the ending finally makes sense now. Now to the problems. The people who kill Daniel, for replayable purposes is good, but for people trying to beat the game with their characters alive can be very annoying for them. Also, the maze thing is very annoying. You're just lost and trying not to get killed by Zach Nolan. But overall, this is the most fun camping game in the franchise. It's not the best, but it's the most fun. For my ranking, I say 8 out of 10 Code Cyan. It's a great game, but it does have some flaws, but it's still a great game for people getting started on horror and platformer. But now the question. What's my fave? It's Camping 1. Number 1. Surprise surprise. Camping 1. I already made a video addressing its pros and cons, so I will make it short. Camping 1 is a game that just made Roblox horror great. It inspired tons and tons of people, even creating fan games. That's what just made Camping 1 so good. Anyways, moving on. In my opinion, the camping games are fun, even Camping 3 sometimes. They inspire people to make horror games. Even if they break in the future, they will still be in my heart. Thank you, Samson. Thanks for helping the horror genre on Roblox.